Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Welcome to your 30-day reading. This reading will be for the next 30 days for the signs of Libra. For the sign of Libra. I don't know why I'm getting this. Hold on, guys. Okay. Libras, hold on, because I'm trying to get this message out before I lose it in the shuffle. Some of you guys could be under investigation this month, or you're investigating someone. You're playing detective, or someone's playing detective against you. Spirit guides, archangels, and divine messengers. What's happening for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the upcoming month, 30 days? Next 30 days. Sort of investigation, research. Police work. Investigative work. What's happening? The sun is in your 8th house. The 8th house of criminal behavior, lawsuits, judgments, police work. What's happening, Libra? Oh my goodness. Some of you guys need to tread carefully, because you're being watched. By powerful people. Somebody could be involved with a Libra who's in government, who works for the police, the military, or who's really powerful in some way or prominent. If a Libra is in a prominent position, if you're going for a raise or promotion, you may be under investigation. If you work for a prominent company, I don't know, I don't know if you have people spying on you. As you elevate in power and status, you have more people spying on you. It's like joining a fraternity, and you think this fraternity is going to give you access to certain things, and it does, but now you're under scrutiny too. You're now being controlled by the very power that you sought. Like a police officer, someone who wants to become a police officer, a military officer for power, but they're also now being watched too because they have more power. So they're being watched by leadership. They're being watched by people with authority as well because they have more power. Someone has to be very strategic about what they do and what they say, because they have social status, high rank. Something's going on where whatever organization or agency you're part of, they won't allow you to make them look bad. So they're also investigating you. They have a whole hidden team, I guess they have. Whatever this is, it could be military, police, politics, whatever this is. Once you was initiated or hired, they started to spy on you automatically. They're keeping tabs on you to make sure you're above board, or to catch you doing dirt, so they can use that against you in the future because you're very powerful. Something is strange. It's like the power you seek is now your master in a sense, or it's like, I don't know, the more power you want, the less power you have. The more power you obtain, the less power you have, because now you're under the watchful eye of people who want to know what you're doing. And if you get out of line, they'll check you. There's a loss of privacy and anonymity here. If you're doing dirt, they're going to monitor that and hold that against you if you get out of line. It's like blackmailing almost. You guys have to be on your P's and Q's, Libra. P's and Q's. Not in a bad way where like you're in danger. It's not that. It's like Judgment reverse. The Two of Pentacles. The Judgment represents a final decision before ending a cycle. But it's reversed though. So it's like you are hesitating on doing something. You don't have enough information yet. You don't have enough information to take action, to close out a cycle. So you're investigating something. There's two twos here. Moon energy. Something could come out in the full moon in Scorpio. Judgment reversed. And the Two of Pentacles. This is a miscalculation. Someone is at risk of making a miscalculation here because they don't have all the facts, or they're weighing the pros and cons of something. It's like, okay, somebody wanted power, they wanted status, they wanted prestige, something that they wanted, and they were willing to make a sacrifice to get this, but they're not aware of all of the drawbacks of this. A decision was made not in haste, because you were careful about this, but you were not aware of the other aspects of whatever this is as a career field. I'm getting career. I want to be the CEO of a company or whatever. There's a whole vetting process that takes place. But not only are you being vetted, you're also being followed and investigated. And whatever they find out about you, they can use against you in the future. Ten of Pentacles, marriage, commitment, family. This was in the past. 10 to 2. The Queen of Wands, a mistress. Broke apart a family. The Devil. Yes, she did. The World card. Yep. The mistress broke. It wasn't her fault though. This was, you can't blame her for that. This was already a broken marriage. Somebody had an addiction to self-destructive behavior, I guess. The Devil is here with the World card. A marriage, but this was a toxic relationship. This was a toxic relationship. Someone could have hired a PI on their spouse or vice versa. Their spouse hired a PI against them. But something ended with this Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. A person who was cheating on their spouse lost the spouse and the side piece at the same time. Decision made before the World card. So something ended without all of, not ended. A decision was made without all the facts. It was made on impulse, based on addiction, having an affair. Someone's impulses or addictions put them in a situation where they lost a lot. They didn't have enough information about this person. They didn't know this person was plotting on them. This person could have wanted a baby. They had ulterior motives. Clarify the Judgment in reverse and the Two of Pentacles, please. Poor judgment. Be careful what you do. If you're, I don't know what's going on, Libra, but if you're, these cards are very sticky. The Devil, the World, and the Judgment reverse. The High Priestess, secrets. Investigations, doing things behind the scenes. Star card. Star card represents hopes, healing, the future, an ideal outcome. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, please. Somebody is looking for information. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Either on you, Libra, or you're looking for information, Libra. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Are you spying on your partner? This is corny, Libra. Or whoever's doing this to Libra is corny. It's like you spying on an ex because they moved on. They're not talking to you anymore. Are they spying on you? Ace of Wands. Who are you messing with? This is... If you are a Libra with a lot of status and power, be careful with things that you're doing this month because it could backfire. The Judgment reverse. Someone's spying on an ex. Could be an ex-mistress, ex-lover, ex-partner. Clarify the Devil, the Empress, the wife, Three of Pentacles, the Moon card, the Six of Pentacles, giving the two situations at one time, acting like a single man. Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Why is there a... Okay. What am I getting at here? So in the past, a relationship ended. The World card, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups is a single man. This, that, and the third. Someone is spying on a person in secret, like sending out a back signal. There's I don't know. They're spying and being investigated at the same time. Libra, if you are a high-ranking person with some sort of power in government or the police force or the military or politics or, I don't know, celebrity, entertainment, whatever that is, if you're spying on someone, right, an ex or whatever, you're also being investigated at the same time by the people you work with or for, especially if it's like police. If you're a police officer, you're doing something, I don't know. There's a risk of you like breaching some sort of contract, abusing your power to spy on someone, and you could get found out for that. Clarify the High Priestess and the Star card. So something ended in the past. It was over. You didn't want it to be over, but it's done. The World card. The Nine of Swords. The Eight of Cups. It ended. This is over. What is the High Priestess and the Star card? It's like trying to find information on someone using social media, using technology, trying to find them online, what they're doing, spying on their social media, putting a wiretap on their, I don't know, tapping their phone, their cars, putting a bug in their phone to see what they're talking to. This is corny as hell. Stop for the High Priestess and the Star card. One card, please. These cards feel really sticky. Justice reverse. You again. Eight of Wands reverse. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. And the Seven of Wands reversed. Justice reverse. Libra, if you're planning revenge on someone, it could backfire. You're not going to be able to get away with it, especially if you have like some sort of power, because you're being watched. You're watching someone and someone else is watching you at the same time. It's even you being tracked on your devices. You're being watched by the devices you're using. There's evidence. You're creating your own paper trail. Clap for the Justice card and the Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles, Hermit, Death, Temperance, Eight of Swords reverse, Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah, Libras can be very bitter and angry this month. Why this month? What is happening to trigger Libra? Six of Swords reverse. What is going on? The cards are upside down in the back of it. Why? What's going on with Libra? Why is Libra so triggered this month? The sun is in your 8th house, which would make sense, I guess. Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. This is like, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you energy. Somebody could have been separated from an ex for a while, and then now they're moving on and they're getting triggered by that. It's like you didn't know, you didn't think it was over until you saw them moving on. Queen of Swords is a very bitter, vindictive person. I don't know what's going on with you this month, but you're obsessed with an ex or somebody who is not talking to you. High Priestess. They can be far away from you. They're not speaking to you. You can feel them disconnecting in some way. Something reminds you of, like, I don't know, you feel like you were unfairly treated. It's obsession. This is corny energy. Really corny. No accountability energy. Someone maybe feeling a bit, I won't say desperate, but they want justice. They want someone to pay for. I'll give you an example of how this could play out. Suppose somebody was up for promotion at a job. After a long tenure at this job, they were up for promotion. And then something happens where they're sabotaged by a coworker. They're sabotaged. They don't get information on time. Something happens where this is sabotaged. A relationship can be sabotaged. Something was sabotaged by somebody else. And the Libra may want revenge for that. But whatever tactics they use to get revenge is going to catch them up too. Because they're being investigated. They're being watched. The watcher is being watched. This could be a three-way situation. Libra could be watched by the person who's watching them. Libra could be watched by the person who they're watching. Libra could be watched by a third party who's not even involved in the situation because they're like of their position, their rank. If you work in government, if you're a politician, you're being followed or watched regardless, right? Something like that. A high-ranking, high-status person. It's like there's two investigations happening simultaneously, and someone is trying to attack somebody when they're not prepared or they're off guard. But it could backfire. The situation could backfire for the Libra with Judgment reverse and Justice reverse. Because you're impulsive, it's like a person who's who is, I guess they went through a divorce, and things were amicable as long as this person wasn't with anybody else. 2-3 years later, this person finds somebody else and they're serious about this person, and then this person, then Libra, just goes crazy, like, how dare you find somebody. It's just something like that, something really corny. An obsessive, compulsive, controlling, mentally ill energy. The devil and the moon card. Blaming somebody else for the breakup of a marriage, the loss of a career status. Something happened. And someone's being blamed for it. There are some regrets here. Libra may try to seek legal counsel. One more card, please, for the collective of Libra. Fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift you've been given. New life meaning you had to walk away from something important, a career, a relationship, etc. It's time. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. Now, these cards came out reversed. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. These are all reversed, and you're not paying attention to something. You're not, it's like somebody thinks they're smarter than they are, or they may be smart, but there's an important component that's missing in their plan. They may think that they're the only ones watching or investigating someone or observing somebody, but they're also being investigated. And because they're being investigated, whatever plans they have for this other person could be intercepted. Either by I don't know, spirit or the government or PI. I don't know. Something, if you have insidious plans, Libra, they could backfire. With the Eight of Wands reversed, you're not getting your target. Let me get another card, please. Another card for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Light up, mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You'll be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or in addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. 12-12, persistence. Shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. There's a potential to move forward to something new, but judgment's reversed with the Two of Pentacles. It's like someone has a hard time moving on from a situation. They feel like they were treated unfairly or they didn't get their revenge, something like that, and that could set you back a lot. It could set you back. Oh, happy day, and an ample opportunity related to your life purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. This could be you. Now, again, this could be Libra, somebody watching you. Somebody could be watching you. If you have a jealous ex, just be extra careful. You do have the Sun in the 8th house. Just be extra careful, because if you have a jealous ex, they may have been cool with you being, broken up with them as long as you didn't have anybody else. Now that you have somebody else and you're happy without them, they may be realizing the magnitude that they can't get you back. Like, they probably thought they could always get you back as long as you were single, and now that you're not single anymore and you're not accessible to them, they could be crashing out. Like, crash out energy is here. The Devil, the Eight of Wands reverse, crash out. 7 of Wands reverse, crash out. 9 of Wands. Judgment reverse. This is poor judgment. Justice in reverse. Someone is acting out of impulse, acting irresponsibly, acting out of anger, their darker shadow side. I'm being honest. I heard the game, the theme song for the game Shadowrun, which came out for Super Nintendo like in the 80s and 90s. And here's this shadow here. And the Shadowrun, there's like a private investigator who's running through the streets, I guess, to find somebody. I think it was in the year 2041. I forgot what year it was. That'd be crazy if it's this year. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Okay, so yeah, the game Shadowrun was set in 2050. We're in 2025 now. I don't know, but yeah, so it seems like there could be a crash out energy once somebody moves on. And it's clear they moved on. You can't get back. You can't go back to them, Libra. So be careful, especially if you have a high-ranking job, because you're also under investigation. Not for the reasons that you think. It could just be for their own, to make sure that you're not making the company look bad or to get dirt on you, whatever the case may be. You could be investigated by the person that you're investigating, by your job. It's like you're not the only one doing it. So you're being tracked. Your devices are tracked, or something is being traced, okay? Back to you. So don't do anything crazy or irresponsible. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Libra, for listening. I look forward to reading your feedback. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.